Hello everyone and welcome to today's project. It's going to be based around Monet and his water lilies and all the lovely flowers and things that I've seen out and about recently. I hope you have too. Just before we start our project, I thought I'd show you a few pictures just to inspire you as to what water lilies look like. And there's some photographs and some paintings here as well as Monet's water lilies. Hello and welcome to the making part of this video. So we've looked at pictures of Monet's water lilies and some lovely flower pictures, and we've taken inspiration from those to come to this project. What you'll need for this project is some tissue paper, so lots of different colours. We're going to do water, so you'll need blues, whites, lily pads, you're going to need green, and you're going to need some pinks and maybe a bit of purple as well, a bit of lively purple. So just have a think about the colours that you're going to be using for this project. Let's put those over there. You will need a ruler. You need an ordinary drinking glass. And you need some glue. You will need pens and scissors. And of course something to go to your background. So I've got this lovely blue bit of card here. Any bit of card or paper will be fine for this project. So just have a look around and see what you've got. So very firstly, we're going to start with making lovely ripply water, or with all the light catching like Monet did. And we want it to be quite luminous, and this is the reason why we're using tissue paper, because you can see ever so slightly through tissue paper. So it gives it that light and brightness that Monet would have had in his paintings, and that we admire so much from his paintings and from other works as well. I love the way light comes through things. So to do this, we're going to need strips of your coloured tissue paper. So the colours that would be watery colours. So I've got here some blue. If you take your tissue paper, you can rip this. So this is just, we're just going to tear strips. So you just get some of your tissue paper and simply tear some strips of tissue paper. Now, it just goes along like that, it's lovely. If you're finding this tricky to get this into strips, this is where you could use your ruler. So to use your ruler to make these strips, put your strip out. I've doubled it over here, should be fine. And then you get your ruler, you pop it on the top, press it down quite firmly, and then just rip against it. So pull the tissue paper over the top of it and go all the way down, and you'll end up with a strip of tissue paper. So I'm just going to get a couple of other colours. I think dark blue would be nice. I'm just going to look through here. My green there and my dark blue. And I'll have a bit of green as well. Water sometimes has a bit of green in. I'm just going to rip a little strip of green off. A little bit of green here. And use my ruler again. So press it down nice and firmly and then just pull against it. There we go. There's some green. So this tissue paper I've collected from presents and various other things that I've been given, so I do tend to have some around the house, but you can buy packs of tissue paper just from places like the Works or online, and it's not very expensive and it's useful for lots and lots of craft projects. So I've got my strips now, and what I want to do is create a watery, ripply effect. So I'm just going to, now there's two ways of doing the glue. You can put it onto the back of your tissue paper, just like that, or you can actually put it on, you can put it onto your, so whichever way you feel most comfortable with. So you can put it onto the thing that you're sticking onto, or onto your strip. It just depends, because some of the strips will be quite thin and they may be tricky to put glue onto, so it might be easier just to put it onto here. Okay, so I think I'm going to do that method. And I want to just vary the colours that I'm using, because the light on the water is varied. It varies and it changes. So I'm just going to vary the colours. So I'm going to do, and I'm not going to do it exactly one of this, one of that. I'm just going to put them on where I think they look good and make it look ripply and watery. Okay. So the ripped edges do make it look more natural. So it's nice to have that. And you can just break bits off as well. And you think, oh, I think I'll have another colour a bit further on, or use that bit a bit further down. So cover the piece of card or paper that you've got in these ripply effects, those lovely strips of tissue paper that you've got. Don't forget to put your green in. There's a bit of green in there. I've got space there for some green. And you just keep layering until you've covered the whole of your piece of paper. And it doesn't really matter too much at this point if any of the edges are stuck up, because I'm going to the finishing touches a bit later. Now I think because I've chosen a blue background, this is looking quite finished already. So I think I might stop around about there. So I think this looks quite lovely already. And I'm going to move on to the next stage. So for a minute I'm going to put this to one side. So I'm going to put this over here for a minute. And I'm going to get my other colours of tissue paper. So this is for the lily pads and the lilies on them. So this is where you're going to take your glass. So a nice green lily pad here, and you're going to put that in the middle and draw around it. So it's quite useful if you want to cut out a few at a time, to have a few layers. You have a few layers under there, and you can cut out a few at a time then. So just cut around there. So you need some of these, some lily pads. And then you need to take some of your other colours. So I'm going to look at my pink and my lilac here. And I've got a dark pink, a light pink, a lilac, and white is also nice. So I'm going to use some white as well. So just put these to one side. So similar to how we did the lily pads for the lily pads. Just going to fold that over a few times, because I can make a few at the same time then. Hopefully you find this method's okay. If not, just make one at a time. That'll be fine too. And what I've tried to do is to find pens that will show up on this but won't completely change the colour, in case I don't quite cut. And so I've cut on the inside of the edge of that yellow, but if it was to show, it wouldn't matter too much. And cut all the way around there. Okay. I have some lilac as well. On here. So you should be gathering quite a pile of these now. Lilies. And in a second I'll show you how we're going to make these into our lovely lilies onto our watery background that we've done. I would just like some pink ones, so I'm using pink ones as well. So pale pink, pale pink, slightly darker pink. I'm going to do those together, I think. And I've got a pink pen here, so that could be the edge for that. I can still see it on there. So I've got some light pink, some white, some lilac, and my green lily pads. Oh, and lots of blue strips still. There we go. I might use some more of those in a minute. I'm going to get this picture back now. Now I'm just going to look at where I'm going to place these lily pads. So I've got a couple of lily pads here. I've got 3 actually. So I'm going to place them down on here. And actually lily pads tend to have a little bit, so they're not fully circular. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to snip out a little bit here, so a little triangle shape in there. And then I'm going to give them a bit of a scrumple. So I'm just going to scrumple them in a bit like that. And that just gives them a bit of texture, like they would be on the pond. I'm just going to open it out a bit again. So I think they're going to go in those 3 places. So pretty much decided that. And I'm going to just put some glue on them. Just going to put it on the base bit there because they're going to lift a bit up out of the picture. So I'm just putting it on the middle of those. And then I'm going to work on the flower bits. So for the flowers, I'm going to take this and I'm going to scrumple. So this is the white one. Scrumple it up again. And you can see now, and I'm going to put the glue onto there. And then I'm going to stick that on top of there, like that. And that's looking lovely already. And I'm going to take then a pale pink one, I think. And just scrumple. I'm going to scrumple that slightly smaller, and I'm going to put it in the centre of this one. Okay. So you can see now that's started to look, but it kind of lifts out a bit because it's almost a sort of, it's got a bit of 3D-ness about it. So the same with the dark pink. I'm going to scrumple it up, open it out a bit, put a bit of glue in the middle there, and stick that on top of here. And when it's on there, if I haven't not stuck down the edges, I can do a bit more scrimpling as well. So I can kind of fiddle with it and make it look how I want. And then I'm going to take a white one, I think, to put in the middle this time. And scrumple that quite small this time. Put a bit of glue on it. And stick that in the middle of there. Just like that. I think I'm going to have a lilac-y one next. So right in the middle of these lily pads are these lovely lily flowers. Just scrumple them up. There he goes. Put a bit of glue on. Press them down. And I think I'm going to have a dark pink centre. And I might actually put another piece on it. Could do that, couldn't I? Could layer it up even more. I have 3 colours in the centre there. I'll sprinkle this one up on the inside there, and then do a lot more scrimpling and have a white one. Now you can do as many of these as you like on here. I'm going to stick with these 3. And that's how it looks. And just keep going and enjoying it. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Thank you very much. Hope you've enjoyed the project for today. Goodbye.